feel like my anger is at a all-time high right now, and I do apologize. I'm on the exercise bike right now because I just thought of this and I wanted to make the video right away. But I feel like my anger is at an all-time high right now because what I've allowed is people to walk all over me to this point. And you know, I've let things build and build and build, frustrations and anger in me over time. And it's been over a long period of time. And you have to understand that when anger just keeps building up and you have no outlet for it, no healthy outlet or any outlet at all, now I'm just letting it out because it has to come out. Like, I don't have a choice. I can't even control it half the time. It's just coming out. And, you know, my anger ends up going and usually I'm self-sabotaging myself. Sometimes I'll take it out on others and I'll just, raise my voice or whatever, but usually that anger is there for a reason. Because I'm being provoked. When I was a child, that's how it was. I was provoked. And when I would show that anger, I'd be punished for it. And I feel like in some sense, I still am being punished for it because that anger always backfires on me because I have no healthy outlets for it. One of my healthy outlets for anger is exercise. I can channel that anger into something positive by keeping myself in shape, at least. It's something. It feels like everything's going wrong in my life right now. Nothing's going right. Nothing's, clicking. And I'm not helping myself really either. I'm helping myself in some areas, but then hurting myself in others. And I'm tired of doing that. I'm tired of that cycle. I'm sick of that same old cycle over and over and over again. It's very frustrating, and I get angry at myself. So there's anger for myself and anger towards others of unresolved issues. Issues that, I've never talked about. I've never brought it up. Most of the time, these people, and some of them are in my own family, they probably don't even know that I'm angry about that because I've never said anything. Because I don't like conflict. I feel like it's going to cause a lot of conflict, which it will, by me, saying how I feel and that I am angry about it and that I do resent them for it. But I think I've come to a point in my life now where I don't really have a choice. I have to be able to let it out. I have to be able to say what I need to say to those people. And, where I noticed it the most is in work. I'll let things at work build and build and build and build until they just want to burst. So what I end up doing is I end up fleeing. Flight takes full hold, and I get out of there. I get out of that workplace because I don't want to react. I don't want to show my anger or let them know that it is making me angry and you are hurting me really bad. And this is what I need you guys to do to stop making me feel that way because it's not right. But unfortunately, the way I was raised, there was no healthy outlet of anger. It was just boom, cursing, screaming, back and forth, chaos. And that's all I'm used to. That's all my brain is used to seeing and to be feeling. When you feel anger, that's what you do. And that's just not healthy. It's not good for anybody. What I need to start doing and what I want to start doing is start confronting people head on about how things make me feel. And unfortunately, also what deters me from doing that is I end up getting excuses from people. The same crap they'll spill out to me, basically saying that they're innocent. They don't mean to make me feel that way. But in reality, I know, I get it. I see them doing it on purpose. I know that and that's what makes me even more pissed. That's what gets me even more angry because now they're lying to me. When you see my reaction to certain things, you're doing it on purpose. You're doing it more. And that's going to piss anybody off. Anyone in their right mind is going to be pissed off about that. And it's about time I start confronting those people head on and saying, no, I'm not going to tolerate this anymore. You're not going to do this to me on purpose. It's not right. It's not okay. And my anger, hopefully, will slowly start to lift because now I'm dealing with the situation as it comes. And I also have to talk about and deal with situations from my past that have made me angry and still do, and resentful. And the reality is, Everyone's like wants to tiptoe around anger. When someone gets angry or they're resentful, it's tiptoe around it. Tiptoe around those emotions and, don't feel them, ignore them. Well, that's what's gotten me to this point in the first place. I no longer can ignore them because they're just coming out. Those emotions are just coming out. Even when I don't want them to, they're showing their face. And sometimes they're showing their face for a reason. Other times that anger, I don't know where it's coming from. It's kind of all over the place. And, it's embarrassing for the most part. It's like, where is this coming from? But I know where it's coming from now. A lot of it's coming from my childhood. A lot of it's coming from me not being heard, me not, being able to express myself. I know when I was a child a lot, anytime I would get upset, cry, because, I had every reason to be crying and be upset and sad or angry or frustrated, I'd be sent up to my room and punished, even though that individual was the one that made me feel that way. And I have every right to be, expressing myself emotionally how I was, to be upset, to be angry, to be frustrated. And now as an adult, when I try to do that, my brain is still, my brain and my heart are still very confused. They're not communicating with one another. It's like, and I know when someone's doing something on purpose too. I pick up on it, as I just did, and I thought about it more. That's what pisses me off even more. That's what makes me even more angry at that person, because I know that they're doing it on purpose. I know that they're not stupid, but yet they're acting that way. And that pisses me off. That is going to bring up anger and frustration in me, and rightfully so. It's okay that I feel angry. It's okay that sometimes I really lose my cool. For now, it's not okay for that to be permanent at all. But I can't help my past. I can't help what has already happened to me and what's already there. It's me holding all of that anger in and resentment, not communicating how I feel, being afraid of the excuses afterwards and how I'm going to react to all of that. What I need to start doing, and what I want to start doing, is hitting that head on and communicating it and very calmly saying, I know that you're lying and I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate, being made to get to this anger point or to be impatient when I was being patient. There are certain times where you have to stick up for yourself. You've got to stick up for how you feel, because clearly those feelings aren't there for just no reason. They don't just come up and come out for no reason. They don't. And I feel like that's where a lot of people are labeled as a certain mental illness or an emotional problem or something like that. But yet it's just they're trying to let out how they feel, because obviously there's people around them making them feel that way. And that's got to stop. And I think it begins and ends with whomever is feeling that anger and feeling that frustration to be able to communicate that to whomever is making them feel that way. And to be able to do that in a healthy, calm way, and staying calm throughout. And any person that doesn't want to hear it or makes excuses or, says that, you're not feeling that, they're toxic, they're a narcissist. There's something wrong with that person, because clearly they're doing it on purpose now. Because now they're telling you, that's gaslighting. They're trying to tell you how you feel or how you're supposed to feel when they're making you feel a certain way. That's not right. Don't take that. That's not okay. But have a healthy outlet of that anger and that frustration. Don't go and slam a door and slam things. Go have a healthy outlet. Go exercise. Go turn on some music. But then think and then hit that anger head on with that person. Talk about what made you angry specifically. What made you frustrated in this situation? And that's a way of kind of putting down a boundary and maintaining that boundary in a healthy way. I have a lot of work to do in that area, but I plan on doing it eventually, hopefully very soon.